for another unscheduled video today. Why? Because yesterday was Free Comic Book Day. So I thought that this would be a great opportunity to talk a little bit about comics. I do collect comics. What a surprise, the girl who's into animation is also really into comics. I don't usually collect individual issues of comics. I usually wait until there's an actual bound volume of a graphic novel. I like those better. They display better. They're nicer. I like an actual book. But I'm going to talk a bit about the free comics that I picked up yesterday. So first of all, Atomic Robo. I've heard of this comic, but I've never read it before. It's got a very simplistic art style, and it's just kind of really quirky and fun. I enjoyed this little bit that I read of it. It'll probably really work for you if you like to be visually assaulted with a bunch of random things that don't make sense strung together in a storyline, which I do. But the biggest gem of this volume was a sneak peek of a comic called NeoZoic, which appears to be some kind of a prehistoric society storyline. It's got really slick artwork. I really love it. You got hot girls using T-Rexes to hunt prey. I really like the way they draw hair. This looks like one that I'll probably check out more of in the future. They've also got a little bit of a teaser in here from a comic called Bonnie Lass. Very simple art style. I think a little bit too simple for me, maybe. It looks okay. Didn't grab me. Next, I got Serenity, which is really cool because who doesn't love Firefly? And it's also got a Star Wars comic. I was excited about this. I did not dig the art style in this one because, quite frankly, they do not look like the characters from the TV show. They went with something very cartoony. I did, however, really enjoy the dialogue. It was brilliantly written as Firefly always is. So that was enjoyable. Kind of the same thing going on with the Star Wars one. This does not look like Harrison Ford at all. The storyline's fine. I wish that they had gone a different route with the artwork, but that's just me. I also picked up the Hypernaturals, which basically just grabbed me because it has a pretty kick-ass cover. The artwork in here is very nice. Really enjoyed it. But it's, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit generic. I mean, it's a team of superheroes called the Hypernaturals, and they fight bad guys, I guess. I should mention that, I mean, aside from obviously Firefly and Star Wars, these are all series that I have no experience with, haven't read them before, so as a new onlooker, Hypernaturals looks like it could be fun, but it's just kind of really generic, and I'm not sure if I'll be checking it out farther. But the real gem is the comic book that I bought. I picked up the first volume of FreakAngels, which I had never heard of before, but I saw on the shelf and it looked really good. And it is. The art style is really different from anything else I've seen. You got the low saturation, it's kind of got a steampunky vibe going for it. So I really like the art style. It is kind of inconsistent at times. There'll be some panels where the anatomy is just kind of weirdly off. But this is volume 1. I think there are like 5 volumes or something out of it, so I'm sure it's definitely probably improved since this one. The storyline is really intriguing, actually. Basically, it's about this group of psychics called the FreakAngels who unwittingly caused the apocalypse due to some accidental psychic thing that we haven't been told what exactly happened yet in volume 1. But it appears to have something to do with time and how time works, so that's really intriguing. The characters, however, are all really interesting. They don't get along very well. They're not particularly a solid group as much as they are kind of stuck together by necessity. And that's what makes it really interesting, and I will probably check out future volumes to see where this story is headed, because it is pretty good. So I would like to do some more videos on comic books. I have a pretty good sized collection, and I would also like to talk a little bit about some of my collection of mini comics, which are like indie comics except way indie-er. So I'll probably do some videos on that in the future. I'm currently reading The Hunger Games. I know, I'm a little late to the party. So I might do a video on that once I've finished it. And I will have, of course, a new video on an animated title up this Tuesday night / Wednesday morning as usual. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later in the week. Bye!